Good morning, friends. This is Engineer Suresh Singh speaking from Bharat, India, in connection with the status of Bharat related to COVID-19 as happened yesterday on December 9, 2020, reported today morning on Government of India website, that is mygov.in slash COVID-19, reports taken collected from there through web and interpreted accordingly. But only informatively I am submitting to you, because just I'm not going to do detailed analysis of this today. I'll do it later on after a couple of days, because there is no major change in this report. But for information, keeping and continuity of this submission, I'm trying to give today's status. You can see on file here, 1124 days are still required. Imaginatively, you can say they are not going to test someone, but if they do it, so 1125 days are required for conducting tests, which is not mandatory. There is no plan as such, as not seen from reports, not exhibited on report. We can say that if you go through this report, you will find about 37 crore people must have been affected by now, but that's not indicated on report. There's no indication as such, and it says that it's about more than 15 crore people. More than 15 crore people have been tested so far, according to this report. There's no signal. I don't know what's the reason. Video, audio, it's showing 0 and 0. I don't know whether it's being recorded or not. I can't say. Maybe it's going waste. Has not received signal. Change from pre-live to live. Video signal, live signals. Video signal, live to pre-live. So there's a problem, I think. It's 0, 0. Still, I don't know. It's gone again. It's gone small video. Signals, we got 22.5. So I was saying is, if you go through this report, you'll find that more than 15 crore people have been tested so far out of 130 crore people living in this country, members of body of this country, of our society, out of which 114.92 crores people have not been tested. Well, I don't know reason behind that. There is no program as such. I can say that I'm just giving you not tested, whether it's a program or it's not program, I can't say. Only 11.597% people have been tested so far, and 88.403 people stand untested. This is real status, and if you think that government is doing very well, then if you keep this speed, in future we may get only 8.8, we will get only, whole population tested. It will take about 1124 days. This figure 1124 does not slide considerably. It goes to 1120 and sometimes goes to 1130, so it stays around 1120 all time, and that's where you can say control point stands with. I consider this point as control point because it's telling something. It's telling something which cannot be condemned. It stands itself on a way as red light and green light. 1124 says, I don't allow all. But it's not question of criticizing someone. Here, point lies in understanding whole issue. Understanding whole issue, you can say yesterday's status is in our country. On 9th, 12th, to the report 10th of March, since March 2020, 285 days have gone, and 130 crore people we have, which is, they tested about 150,759,726, 15 crore 70. You can say 7 lakh, 15 crore 7 lakh 59,726 till yesterday, which is only 11.597% of total population, whereas 88.403% people have not been tested, and there is no such program indicated on this report. I cannot say anything about that. Those people would be tested or would not be tested. There is no such indication. For your information, 9,22,959 people were tested yesterday. There's a drop in testing yesterday. I don't know reason for that, how much drop is there. We'll see that one. Then you can say means then there is 97,67,371 have been declared positive, COVID-19 positive till yesterday. 97,67,371, or you can call it 9.76 or 77 million people have been declared positive till yesterday, and there is 31,521 were declared positive yesterday, and they will say there's a drop in this. Well, no question on arguing on that. And 141,772, or you can say 1,41,772 have been declared dead till yesterday. So I would say this figure is telling something. We'll see little later. Now I'll come to average. The average is that average of this percentage, that is percentage daily test in relation to population, which is 0.079, and average percentage of test is 8.199 daily, whereas remaining is 91,801, that is average people untested, and average test is 10,22,523, 10 lakhs, 22,000 average. This is what it is telling, and let's go now. We'll come back to this point. You can see these graphics as well. And now let me tell you about each state. Let's go to this sheet. That says state-wise data. Bharat, India, COVID-19 status reported on 10th for day 9th December 2020, reported on 10th December 2020. Status of state, total cases, active cases, discharge cases, deaths, active ratio, discharge ratio, death ratio. And there's our question we'll ask. So it says status is Maharashtra 18.64348 lakhs, Karnataka 8.9653 lakhs, Andhra Pradesh 8.73457 lakhs, Tamil Nadu 7.94020 lakhs, Kerala 6.49571 lakhs, Delhi 5.9957 lakhs, Uttar Pradesh 5.59499 lakhs, West Bengal 5.1091 lakhs, Odisha 3.22299 lakhs, Rajasthan 2.8562 lakhs, Telangana 2.75904 lakhs, Chhattisgarh 1.51120 lakhs, Haryana 2.48079 lakhs, Bihar 2.39955 lakhs, Gujarat 2.22811 lakhs, Madhya Pradesh 2.18574 lakhs, Assam 2.14165 lakhs, Punjab 1.57928 lakhs, Jammu Kashmir 1.14407 lakhs, Jharkhand 1.10830 lakhs, Uttarakhand 79,656, Goa 49,036, Himachal Pradesh 46,930, Pondicherry 37,333, Tripura 3297, Manipur 26534, Chandigarh 1832, Arunachal Pradesh 1646, Meghalaya 12511, Nagaland 1150, Ladakh 904, Sikkim 523, Nicobar, Andaman Nicobar 47, Mizoram 399, Dadar Nagar Haveli 33, and Lakshadweep 0. This is what it says, and these three columns you can see what this column would say. That's very important point. We have to understand that. That point you have to understand. We can say that we can understand what we say. We can understand in that case. Let's see how this active ratio, discharge ratio, and death ratio talk of. This talk of, there's a calculation here. You can say 4.45% is active ratio, 91.58 are discharge ratios, and 1.19 is that was loss. You can say lives, death, and some of these two is important. I'm not concerned it's very much important because those have been released from treatment centers. 91.58 means 5.64 is some of these two is very important here. 5.64, which has been calculation-wise reflected on this chart. We can say as we do yesterday, every day we do population hazards and death ratio, the crores death and all that. So we can say every 3-month frequency has been taken here. In this case, 3 months frequency, you can say. So 1.19, and we multiply by 130, that's 130 crore population, we get 1.55 crores loss of that. If suppose today everybody is tested, according to this calculation, 1.19% average death, we shall find that 1.55 crore people will lose life statistically. Then we go to in another three months period, we add 25% to that. 25 is normal one because of 25% of year. So we may say 1.94 comes. We're using same formula, 1.94 crore. 1.94 crore people expect to lose life. In another frequency of 3 months, you can say 1.86%, that percentage it is, and that is projected one, 2.42 crores people would lose life. And the next one is 2.33%, 3.03 crore people would lose life. The 2.91 means 3.78 crore people would lose life. 3.64% is 4.73 crore people would lose life, whereas 4.55% in another frequency, which gives a result of 5.91% to lose life. Similarly, 5.68% would 7.39 crores would lose life, and 7.1% as in about 2 years, 9.24% life. This is a projection in years. This means if it continues like this, if this uncontrolled, this non-controlled program continues like this, we may have to face this status, and which is very important one from understanding viewpoint, from considering, or you can say from fixing milestones, what actually do we want in our country. And you can see this graphics of yesterday status. This is graph which is telling everything about this. 1.94 to 9.24 is telling a curve which is coming in here, and we have to understand this point very, very clearly. What do you want to say? What do you want to say in this case? That's very important one. So my dear, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reflect to you what actually should do. So what it says, my question and starts in about whole population action. What action we are going to take about whole population? This is unclear. This is not known. You can say it's unknown, something secret, which as a citizen of this country, I cannot predict anything because there is no suggestion or no plan or no indication from our government or from those who are responsible in our government. And this program, I mean to say this site doesn't give any such indication. And target milestones, because we don't have any program, we cannot fix target milestones on our schedule, and control schedule cannot be constructed because absence of information. So you can just understand if it continues like this, with what speed it's moving with very limited speed, and this speed can bring whole nation into epidemic perils, into COVID perils. You can say COVID perils means destruction of population. So this graph is, just added at end this one, otherwise same as before, and you can see profile of this graph. Now I'll go back to this one and say, for your information what I did, I put just serial number here, date serial number, and then report day. This is report day. This is report day. There is a remark. This is population, which is we have taken 130 crore indicatively. You can take according to your choice. 125 or 135 depends. Percentage deltas in relation to population. This percentage is that one, which is very, very low. And at yesterday is 0.071, which is dropped one. And it is, as you can say, total test done. Total test done yesterday, till yesterday, it was status of total test, and you can see there's a drop of, you can say 15 crores we have reached. We have reached 15 crores we have crossed. Yesterday, we touched 15 crores. We just crossed that and entered into 15 crore and 7.6 lakhs, which is 11.597% of total population. And 88.403% people have been waiting, which is equal to, you can say, 114 crore 92 lakhs 40,274 according to 130 crore population, if you take into consideration. And we can say that 9,22,959 individuals were tested yesterday, out of which we got, a total positive 31,521 according to this test, which we conducted yesterday. Out of 922, 959 and 31,521 came as, our, we can just see what percentage it is. It's not very difficult to understand. Let us say this 31.5 divided by this multiplied by 100, and we get this answer. This is 3.41% it is. So it's not very abnormal, you can say. It's below normal. Is how far right is, I don't know. Let's go further and see. Total number of cases till now, today or yesterday, you can say was 97,67,371, 97.67 lakhs, with just 2.4 lakhs short of 1 crore or 10 million. Then we have to say total number of deaths 4141772, that is 1,41,772. This is yesterday's statistics. That's only statistics. We cannot depend on. We have to question still remains same. What happens to this 1124 and 36.57 projected individuals who expect to be positive. That's only program point which we must have. Our thinking, deep thinking, but that thinking doesn't exist. That thinking doesn't exist, and that's where we lack in, we fail in this. That's point of importance. Here I again say solution. Solution to what? Solution, the nation has to stop. What is our question is, our concern is that should be, this is a point of big concern. The nation has to stop allowing corona to make corona bomb to explode through corona nuclear fission. I usually say like this so that you should understand, gravity of existing situation. It's nothing till now. A report says it's actually nothing till now. They say only less than 1 crore people have been positively impacted upon or infected, but it's only less than 12% people that have been tested. It's voluntarily or it's according to program, it's unclear. That's why I say nation has to stop allowing corona to make corona bomb to explode through corona nuclear fission, because actually nothing has started till now. I think people themselves, if they feel symptoms, they go and test, and that's what is coming as 12 crore around. There is no mandate from government that everybody should be tested. This is what I understand. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't have any formal information. You may have, I don't know. And it's a must to avoid explosion by adding additional resources, which is only a solution. And if you do not do that, you work against nation, I can say, you work against society, and the only way is to help nation, and that's what we have to increase our resources, and we have to keep 3 months period as a milestone or 6 months period as milestone, not more than that. Today, if we consider 3 months period of milestones, we have to increase the resources 12 times, whatever existing resources we have employed. And if you say, okay, 6 months we take, so we have to keep 6 times resources rather than 12 times, whatever we have. It may be human resources or it may be equipment or whatever else, whatever resources are there on plan, this should be handled accordingly. So we have to see 12 times to 6 times or 6 times to 12 times. We have to elect out of this in the interest of nation, so that this 1124 legend is hit. I want to hit this. And I want to hit this 37.57. I do not allow such expansion, because crores of people are going to be adversely impacted by this if it continues, the state continues, which is very, very serious consideration on this report. We can't allow our people, crores of people, the only country in the world which is now number 1 in population, if you be behind China as far as COVID is concerned, because China has controlled it, we have failed to control it. So we are number 1 country in the world now as far as COVID-19 list is concerned. We will be most adversely impacted. Our toll shall go in crores and crores, which shall be another dark time, black time in our history of health and safety and environment are very, very significant issues for every individual in any or whatever country you can say. Our country is already bad in health and safety, and this impact of COVID-19, which is adverse on our country, shall add fuel to fire that we have to keep in our consideration. Otherwise, we'll cheat ourselves. My purpose is to let you know where do we stand. That's most important. If we don't know that, we cheat ourselves. You can say, deceive ourselves, I can say. And I should simply say, again, my comment says, Government of India is sleeping, people of Bharat India are sleeping, inefficient people of Bharat India are inefficient, Government of India has drastically failed, Government is not interested in testing whole population. These comments still stand valid. Keeping a breeze this report and is explaining to you. Explaining is more important rather than giving data. This data which I have collected from government site are official data, not my data, and this data cannot be challenged because government has given data of how far these data are right. I cannot say. These data are telling about existence of 9-10 crore people and an assessment of this one, which I'm saying 36.57 crores, impact by COVID on the whole population of 130 crores. And currently, and it will expand, as I said in my one, this is where expansion is possible. If you continue like this, if you don't control here, even if you control here, you say, if you already this time we have lost 7 also, now we are somewhere here in 10 and 13. And if you come to control now, if you come back now, we will save about effect on 3.78 crores people are expected to lose their lives, or 3 points in between two. So we can save so many crores of life, which is very important point, and we should concentrate on this. That's what I say. We should fix our resources accordingly. We should expand our resources. If we do like this, okay, then 12 times, and 6 months if you say 6 times, and we say 9 months, if those possible, 4 times at least, if we can do a little better, but otherwise nothing is going to happen. We are certainly going to lose our national population. So I say, be careful. We people of Bharat are very innocent. Okay, we are innocent. We are sentimental. We are emotional, I know. We are emotional. We trust everyone. And I trust our governments also, because government is constitutional. But people are also constitutional. People are above constitution because they